haki na hopa. Maisha ni ya ghetto, msaliti ni petro. Sharia muna kwao, wazimu pia na hao. Furaha sio mfano, ukabila ndio kwao. Hako nshafika, ukweli na hakika. Kadiri na shika, furaha kwa lahiki. Kwenda kwa mashabiki, waji kuziki. Beef na fiki, beat na dhiki. Muda muna wiki, mimi na himziki. Split ni mukiki, kutafuta ziki. Kwa makini mfulisi, salujima la sili. Feel me.
Don't you know we're talking about a revolution song? Don't you know talking about
Right? And the Muslim community, it goes on, etc., etc. Now, we know the history, because I don't got to play on that. We know the history. We know Elijah Muhammad went up. He went up to Detroit, right? Where we at? Let's keep going. Oh, wait. Before that, this is very important. He's living here. His teacher, Master W. Farad Muhammad, was also harassed by the police and forced out of Detroit and moved to Chicago, where he continued to face imprisonment and harassment by the police. So it's mighty funny that the early Ahmadi missionaries that come on the scene talking about this Dajjal, and the Dajjal is the white man, and Jesus ain't down on the cross, and that's spookism. If you think that, say that this is spooky. But then you find that the Ahmadis was there before Muhammad. Yes. So check this out. Then they say Mr. Muhammad avoided, where is that? Right here, yeah. All right, so he moved from Detroit to Chicago, where he continued, blah, blah, blah. In 1934, Master W. Farad Muhammad departed the scene and left. And they just say departed the scene on their site. Departed the scene. But you know who departed the scene? Mufti Muhammad Sadiq departed the scene for sure. But he left on a ship. And we know where he went after that. He went to Europe to go teach out there. But nevertheless, go on. By 1935, this is very important, Mr. Muhammad faced many new challenges. His teacher had instructed him to go to Washington, D.C. to visit the Library of Congress in order to research 104 books. 104 books on what? On the religion of Islam. Now, who gave him the knowledge of there's 104 books on the religion of Islam? His teacher, right? Now, if this is 104 books that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad can read, then that means they had to be in what? In English, right? So that means that the teacher had to be the one that actually taught him where these books are, where they're located, and how you get them, right? Boom. But check this out. The study of religion is Islam, and among other subjects. Also, after assuming the leadership of the Temple of Islam by the order of the founder of the Nation of Islam, Mr. Muhammad faced death threats. It goes on, right? But look, let's go here. They say he had death threats, right? So he used many names. But he was also known under many names. Mr. Evans, his wife maiden name, and Ghulam Bogans. Whoa. Mirza Ghulam Ahmed. And he has a name of Ghulam as an alias. When the teachers and the students of Mirza Ghulam Ahmed came to America teaching this, and they knew of his name, because when they seen Mufti Muhammad Sadiq, they said, who is that dark man in a green, that always wear this green turban? Right? So let's go. Queen. This is what we're going to do. We're going to watch this video of W.D. Muhammad, right? Which was Elijah Muhammad's son, his great son. He actually took over the nation, the power of the nation, after his father met his demise, or, you know, whatever. Okay, so what we're about to see is W.D. tell the world that his father's library that he studied in, those books that he had in there were from the Pakistani Ahmadi Muslim sect. This is what he's about to break down to us, and he's about to name some books, he's about to name some literature, but we ain't done yet. Mirza Ghulam Ahmed, the promised Messiah, and Mahdi. And you know this terminology as well as Mahdi. Elijah Muhammad grew up on a farm, sharecropper. He ain't one talking no Mahdi. Somebody taught him Mahdi. Somebody taught him Masih or Messiah. Somebody taught him Islam. Mirza Ghulam Ahmed alayhi salam and his companions taught our brothers and sisters.
Cold,
we done cracked it through the teachers of Mirza. But that.
I need you, brother.
But come on, let's work it out.
This one, brother. Whoa, why you ain't come with this fire, man? What the hell wrong with you?
And then when that started, I mean, were you on your? I mean, because there were certain teachings being taught, and I think maybe you had to seek knowledge from other sources in order to really.
Oh, certainly, but I didn't have to go far. Now I'm about 19, maybe 17, 18, 19.
Yes.
And I'm living in a nice house now. We're living in apartments, living in shacks, but now we got a nice house on Woodlawn near University of Chicago,
right.
You know, in that kind of environment. And my father, where we slept, my brother and I, as soon as we open our door, there's a library, glass doors. And that's my father's private library.
Right.
Okay? And it wasn't locked. You could go in it. So he had Islamic books. He had books on the life of the Prophet, prayers and peace be on him, and other Islamic books mostly by Pakistani authors, you know, and Ahmadiyya. Ahmadi movement publications, which is not accepted in Saudi Arabia, as you know. And one day I just decided to take a book and read it. So I read from his books, from my father's private library.
Right. Right. And so as you read from those books and you started increasing in knowledge, I mean, how did you feel, I mean, amongst the people who really hadn't discovered or learned about the things which you knew?
Well, at that point, during that time, when I was reading my father's books, what I read was Iqbal, you know, Dr. Iqbal, on the man, God, man, and the universe. And I read some other books by Ahmadiyya, and believe it or not, I wasn't consciously aware of any of those materials affecting my loyalty at all to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the leader of the Nation of Islam, you know, my father. Yeah, I didn't see those things threatening that relationship. And I guess by him having them as his private books, that made it easy, too, for me to read what he was reading and not feel that it was threatening anything.
There we go. So you could clearly hear him say that in that library, these books of his father, they were Pakistani books, right, of the Ahmadi Muslim community. This is exactly what he said. All right. So now, let's go here real quick, because we're going to finish with Elijah Muhammad and the Nation of Islam. Now, what I'm saying, don't get me misconstrued. I'm just showing you the information. But what I'm saying is that somebody was hiding, blatantly or indirectly, the influence of Mirza Ghulam Ahmad. Perhaps it's because he claimed to be a messenger and a prophet of Allah, so they wanted to use the information without taking this Messiah and Mahdi title, and maybe somebody used it for themselves, which is exactly what's happened. But look, so let's just go here real quick to the Nation of Islam, their website, the Final Call store, real quick. Let's go there real quick, all right? Now, it's gonna be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, my point is that if Elijah Muhammad himself understood the significance of the teachings of Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salam and what he had to offer to the world, and he accepted a lot of his teachings, in particular, you see where the white man's the devil came from. You could see where the white man's the devil came from. Not that it wasn't in Elijah Muhammad's soul or spirit, because we knew something was wrong with this cracker when we was on the plantation and how he was treating us, but to come out with the ideological perspective from an Islamic standpoint. Because all of the other ulama Muslims talking about the devil is a mysterious creature. You understand? Let's look. So you go up here to the Nation of Islam store. Let's go through their books. Let's see. The New World Order. What they got up there for sale? Maulana Muhammad Ali. Do you know that's one one of the students of Mirza Ghulam Ahmed, right? What do they got over there for the Muhammad the Prophet book? Maulana Muhammad Ali, right? What is over there in the Muslim daily prayer book? And why they're not using other references? Because they know that the teachings of Mirza Ghulam Ahmed alayhi salam was sublime, divine, and right on time. And he taught that the damn white man is the father of Satan. And he taught us that Jesus ain't died on the damn cross. And then Elijah Muhammad and them used the teachings to go back and teach our black people the same teachings. But all I'm saying is throw my teacher, my master teacher, some more love and let him know that his teachings definitely helping to change the world.
That's right.
Now look, see, because we coming after these Muslims and Christians. That's what my teacher was to do. We're gonna murder the falsehood. And hold up, look. Wait, I'm not done yet. No, not with that neither. Oh, okay. And I need about 20 more minutes and we'll be done. So look, the religion of Islam, by what? Maulana Muhammad Ali. Even the translations. Look, German translation. We wasn't playing with translation. The Ahmadiyya Muslim community translated more Islamic books out of Arabic, out of Urdu than any other organization on the planet. This is facts. So, hold up real quick, brother. Let me finish throwing this. So do you see Maulana Muhammad Ali all over the Quranic text, all over the books on Islam? Who do you see? The Ahmadiyya Muslim community. Somebody has to give love and honor and respect to our master teacher, Mirza Ghulam Ahmed alayhi salam. So we got a quick question right here. Not from Unc right now, man. Let's check out Noble Drew Ali. There's not much to go on Noble Drew Ali because he wasn't around long enough, right? I mean, he really wasn't. He wasn't on the scene, you know, a whole lot. Now, look, this is the Circle 7 Quran. And I just want to prove something real quick. This one says it's a reproduction of original 1926 print. So we know that he created this book in 1926, which is after the arrival of Mufti Muhammad Sadiq, right, from the Ahmadiyya Muslim community. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Pay attention. This is going to show you a couple of things. They got this up here, the paperback, for $13.78. But let me show you how much hypocrites we are. See, this is our problem. Our problem is not that we are inside these religious books. That's not our problem. Haven't never been a problem. We always had a connection with something. In my opinion, we could debate that all day. But our problem is ignorance, and we not really living the books, and we don't know what the books and the scripture is really trying to tell us. That's why we in this spooky mindset. But nevertheless, look at this. The genealogy of Jesus was 18 years of the event, life, works, and teachings in India, Europe, and Africa, right? So he goes on. I'm gonna get to the good stuff real quick. He says the lessons of this pamphlet are not for sale. I found that interesting when I was looking on this because this is on Amazon and Moore put it up there. I ain't gonna name the Moore that put it up there, but he put it up there for $13.78. And inside the text, it said the lessons of this pamphlets are not for sale. So we don't take our teachers seriously. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, our brothers need to go on ahead and check that though. He says here, let's just go down here. He says the reason these lessons have not been known. Listen, the reasons these lessons has not been known is because the Muslims of what? India. Where is Mirza Ghulam Ahmed from? Qadian, India, right? The Muslims of India, Egypt, and Palestine had these secrets and kept them from the outside world. And when the time appointed by Allah, they loosened the keys and freed these secrets. And for the first time in ages have these secrets been delivered in the hands of the Muslims of what? America. Of what? America. Right? So this means that this information that was brought to the hands of the Muslims came from these Indians, these Egyptians, and Palestinian types. But we already know that Mirza Ghulam Ahmed alayhi salam and his crew of successors came over here, brought all that information, and they got it in. Right? So now, let's do this real quick. Let's do this real quick. Let's do this. All right.
Noble Ali saying the white man is the devil.
Noble Drew Ali don't say the white man's the devil. He ain't take that part. He wanted them to be our friends, unfortunately. You know. In fact, he wanted our status, according to his followers, to be white. So let me see this book right there. And let me say, yes, sir. So Noble Drew Ali in the Circle 7 Quran. I'm not going to keep scanning it and going down. You can find it and you know it. Put that camera over here, brother. Noble Drew Ali brought up a very important, powerful thing. And he told us about the Muslims or the Muslims getting the information from India and Egypt, Palestine, that they brought over here to the Muslims in America, right? And what is one of the great things that he taught about? He said Jesus, right? The secrets of Jesus. And what is in his Circle 7 Quran? Jesus in India. But look, Sanetta.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
No, you got to look at this one. 1926, right? He taught Jesus in India. Here's the book of the promised Messiah and Mahdi, right? Jesus in India. This was that information that was coming from the East, from India, right? Which my teacher was from, Qadian, India. And this is part of the literatures that before Noble Drew Ali. This book was published in 1908. In America, Jesus in India. So the secrets was given. And this book don't just talk about Jesus from a biblical perspective, but it goes as far back as to the Pushtun in Afghanistan. It goes as far back as the knowledge in Pakistan, India, that entire area. But it also goes to the Gnostics and talks about the essence Christians, or what is termed, and the Gnostics. So it took you back to the beginning, before Christianity, before the so-called Hebrew Israelites. This is part of the literature that was brought to America, my brother. And my teacher says, oh, my dears, it's a true and tried philosophy that to escape sin. What is sin, real quick? We use it, we make it spooky, but sin is just death and destructive. If destruction, you know, through your family, is not living righteous, it's not living in a way where you get full benefit from, you know, the planet, from your brother, from your sister, etc. He says, man needs perfect understanding. Listen what my teacher teach. Man needs perfect understanding. Perfect is without flaw, isn't it, Brother Sanetta? And not any type of atonement. See, our people are still waiting for atonement, aren't they? Our Christian family still waiting for atonement. But we're going to show them that you don't need no atonement from no blood. It ain't going to happen, never happened, and never will happen. Now, look, it says, I tell you truly that if the people of Noah, now my conscious people, don't get caught up in Noah and all this. Just listen to the context and the moral of the story. Because if I tell you about the three little pigs and the wolf, you want to tell me that the wolf wasn't real and the three little pigs ain't real. No, listen to the moral of the story, brother. Listen, right? He said, the people of Noah had attained the perfect understanding, which creates perfect fear. They would not have been drowned. If the people of Lot had been bestowed that understanding, they would not have been subjected to a rain of stones. And if this country, he's talking about India at this time, and if this country had been bestowed that recognition of the divine being, which makes one tremble with fear, it would not have suffered ruin from the plague as it did. Listen, Sanetta. Listen, Sakina. Listen, black people. Listen, my family. But deficient understanding yields no benefit. So we got to make sure that our understanding is not deficient, right? Because it yields no benefits, nor can its results, which is fear and love, be perfect. The faith, this is what we have to learn, black people. The faith that is not perfect is what? Useless. You understand? The faith that is not perfect, if it has flaws in it, let it go. You got some of the truth, but you got to have all the truth. All the truth is what? We have to have this perfection. But let's keep going. All right. Lost my spot real quick. It's useless. And the love that is not perfect, it's useless. The love right? So we don't even know how to love one another perfectly. It ain't going to work out because we need perfect love, right? We need to love our children perfectly, right? We need to love our women perfectly, right? And then when we use this word perfect, we say, well, we can't be perfect. We're not talking about you was born with 6 toes. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about our nature was created in perfection as it was in the creation story, right? So let's go. And the understanding that is not perfect is useless. And the food and drink that is not perfect are useless. Can your hunger be satisfied with a grain of food? Or can your thirst be quenched by a drop of water? Of course not. It can't happen. Then, O ye who have little resolve and little... Listen to this, black people. Listen to this, family. Pay attention. O ye who have little resolve and exercise little effort in the research for truth. That's the first thing that we do, don't we? We have a little effort. We think we read one book, we done got it all, right? We think we learned this good nationality from Taalik. We think we got it all, right? So look, when ye who have little resolve and exercise little effort in the search for truth, how can you hope for great divine grace in return for a little love and a little fear? You see, that's why you can't go to Baltimore, Sarnetta, because there's a little love and a little fear. They don't have perfect love. Because you have perfect love for your people, you will want your people to rise up. If you have perfect love for your brother or your sister, you want them to wake up, right? To purify a person from sin and to fill his heart with love of the divine is the work of the all-powerful one. And to establish the fear of his greatness in any heart is dependent upon his will. The eternal law of nature. The eternal law of nature is that all this is bestowed after perfect understanding. The root of fear and love and appreciation is perfect understanding. He who is bestowed perfect understanding is bestowed perfect fear and perfect love. And he who is bestowed perfect fear and perfect love is delivered from every sin which arises from fearlessness. For such deliverance, we need no blood, no cross, and no atonement. What do we need, Sarnetta? Come on, black people, I'm giving you stuff that's going to help you. We need a sacrifice of what? Self. We need a sacrifice of self. We ain't talking about physically, killing yourself. We talk about metaphysically, metaphorically killing yourself. So we need a sacrifice of self, which need is felt by our nature, right? This sacrifice is, in other words, Islam. We're going to teach you what Islam truly is. The meaning of Islam is to stretch forth one's neck for slaughter. That is to say, to place one's soul at the threshold of God with complete willingness. The name Islam is the soul of all law and is the life of all commandments. To stretch forth one's neck for slaughter willingly and cheerfully demands perfect love and devotion. And perfect love calls for perfect understanding. The word Islam indicates that for true sacrifice, perfect understanding and perfect love are needed and nothing else. So when I ask myself the question, who is Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, I would say he was a man of intelligence. And I'm going to show you the last thing that my master teacher taught us. You heard this before too. That you heard the black man is God. Didn't you hear that?
Hold on. Here we go. All right.
Hold up. Let me finish here.
Brother, you can't be scared.
No, I'm finishing here. I'm sitting down for the questions. But look, this is something that my teacher said. You heard that the black man was God before, right? And people saying that they are God and taken away from the spooky God. But one of the reasons why my teacher was hated as well, because you won't hear Muslims really saying that, would you? Right. You hear Elijah Muhammad say that, right? And, but guess what? Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, alayhi salam. Hold up. Hold up, brother.
Hold on, brother.
Yeah, I'm about to close up right now, brother.
Close it up.
All right, hold up. All right. So finishing off, this is one other thing that my teacher was rejected for, because he said essentially there's 3 stages in man's life, right? He said the first stage is nafsi amara, which is the natural self, the self that incites itself to living by instinctively. You living instinctively. Then he said the second thing is nafsi lawama, which means that man get to a stage where he starts to reform himself. He starts to understand what is moral, what is ethical. And in this stage of nafsi lawama, this is the reformation stage. But then, all praise due to Allah, He taught us about the final stage, the stage of Nafsi Mutmaina. Now, on this stage, brother, He says that you become a manifestation of God, and because you are a manifestation of God, you essentially become immune to death and destruction and to the great damn devil and the little devil that is inside of us. So my teacher taught us that amongst many things, but I just gave you the tip of the iceberg. We ain't even get deep in it. We'll have to, I'll have to come here for at least a year straight to get you all of this sublime that he has. But nevertheless, in conclusion, my brothers and sisters, is this teaching going to help black people? Of course it is, because our people is tied up into religion, whether we like that or not. Our people is tied up into the religion so much so that they have this spooky perspective inside of it. But my teacher, which we proved, he showed that he had such a phenomenal understanding of the Quran and the Bible and life in itself. And he is certainly the promised Messiah and Mahdi. And I think you should take a second look, because it's in a book. And I know that you shook.
All right. That's my man.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
Yeah, everybody, Muslim, Christian, and Jews, have switched their name, but at the end of the day, right, your family has power of attorney over you, plain and simple. So if you have a wife, right, that don't believe like you believe, but you still married to her, right, she has power of attorney over you. So when she decides at the end of the day, that's where it's at. So I just want to make that crystal clear to understand where we living at and what's really going on. So I'm tired of hearing people saying he was buried in the damn church. He was buried where his family wanted him to be buried at. Okay, so let's get that straight. But we all seen the ceremony was a voodoo ceremony, right, to take him to the realm of the ancestors. Now, let me get to this point, right? And Sarnetta, I don't know what you're going to do, but you need to go ahead and set this up, right? Go get all of them in one room, one building, and let's really talk about this. Let's talk about where do human beings come from. I'm tired of buffoonery and I'm tired of spookery. The eldest shoulders that I stand on all dealt with evolution. Dr. Ben, Charles Finch, Shikenti Diops, okay, John Jackson, they all dealt with evolution because evolution takes us back to Africa as the origin, right, of human life. And since we are the original people, right, we can verify our story, right, by going to Africa and dealing with the fossil records. So I'm going to ask this Muslim cat, right? I don't care about Atman and quote-unquote Elijah Muhammad. They the religions amongst us, right? The family shows I stand on was anti-religion. Let's get that straight. So if you're following Dr. Ben, Charles Finch, and everybody else, right, and you're not dealing with evolution, you're not reading their books, then you're not really following. So Bashir, I am asking you crystal clear, where do human beings come from and what's the time frame you give for human beings? Now watch he do the Islamic shuffle. Go ahead.
Okay, and I don't know what you classify as Islamic shuffle, but I guess you're going to get one. Well, be quiet. Can you be quiet for a moment, brother? I was quiet. All right. Now, first, let me clarify what I'm saying about the Dr. Ben. I'm not attacking Dr. Ben. I was there, and I was there in a sincere manner because he was a great historian. He gave us a whole lot, but you wasn't there. He's your master teacher, but you wasn't there.
No. Never
Hold on.
my master teacher. I said I'm a student of this work.
Well, student. Okay. You're not a master teacher, but a student. And I we see this is a problem. You'll reject Islam but accept European philosophy, which is of the great devil. But that's cool. That's cool. Now I'm about to ask. No. You asked this question 1,000 times, right? But after hold up. But after you have to make a promise. When I answer this question, you also going to answer the same question and give us your theory, right? Because mine going to make sense and yours going to sound spooky as hell.
No, you're dealing with a theory. I'm not going to deal
Okay, first of all, you are going to deal with theories. Wait, what I'm going to say is the black man and woman, maybe the white man, but the black man and woman is no ancestors of a primate. In a sense that we're not coming from an ape creation. Although you may see some similarities in the ape world that may reflect or correspond with how we live or how we operate and do things, right? But no cracker on the planet is going to convince me that some ape creature was my forefather and ancestor, which that's essentially the end period of evolution. The beginning was, it started like this. There was a planet. There, it was on fire, then the water came and bacteria came out and elements came out and went on the land, and this species turned to this species and that species turned to that species. That's a bunch of garbage. Nobody ever seen a damn rabbit turn into a dog, a cat turn into a bird. Nobody seen a chimpanzee. What's wrong with the chimp? I am. But, yo, chill out. Chill out, brother. I can answer it the way I want to, and I'll get to the point.
You're not answering the question. You're making your foolery. No one says what you say.
Nah, nigga, get out of here. Get out of here. He talking during my thing. Let me finish answering. All right? Now look, because he keep talking. I'm answering now. Yeah, he keep talking, man. And it's throwing me off.
All right, yo,
Answer the question.
All right.
let him answer the question. Don't say nothing. Go ahead, boss.
All right. So I'll go with what the Quran says. Because at the end of the day, we're never going to know exactly how we did something. Only the white man knows exactly how it happened. He knows that we came from these primate type animals, and then it turned from this one to Homo sapiens sapien, etc., etc. Bunch of garbage. And Lucy, she's not even a human, you know what I mean? Get out of here with this cracker talk, European philosophy. I say what the Quran says, like I said earlier, that we came from the earth. We came from the earth. This is the most simplest thing to explain how we got here. And we were of our own species, right? We was molded and perfected in our own species. So we came from the earth somehow. We was molded and perfected into shape. And then we were here as tribes and sub-tribes. Now, a lot of people have the misconception that both in the Bible and in particular the Quran, when it's talking about Adam and Hawa, that it's talking about two people that populated the planet. That's not what our teachings teach, and that's not even what the Bible teach if you look a little bit closer. But nevertheless, we teach that Adam is the representation of man from the beginning, and Hawa is the representation of the feminine principle. And we ain't gonna never know exactly how it was developed, but we get an idea that we did come from this earth, and that we are the superior, and we're on the top of the food chain, despite our weak stature in comparison to a lot of the animals in the animal kingdom. So that's what I believe. That's what I understand. That's what I know to be the most reliable and most responsible answer to ask the people, how did we get here?
Come fully born out the earth, Bashir. Is that what you're trying to tell us right now?
I'm trying.
So let me get this straight, Bashir. So Adam, being made first, comes out of the earth fully grown, with a navel, with teeth, with a penis, right? And then out of his rib cage comes a woman. So then why does he have a navel cord, Bashir? That makes absolutely no sense, brother. As a matter of fact, a woman clearly shows you that evolution is everywhere on the planet. If you look at the womb of a woman, as the male plants the seed in her vagina, as the seed travels and fertilizes the egg, you'll see evolution at work. Life goes through different stages, brother. This is very clear. So if the womb of a woman can produce a human being, then the womb of the earth can also produce things that end up being human beings. So the Quran story is the Merry Christmas Santa Claus thing. Cut it out, Bashir. Try it again. Now, where do human beings come from, Bashir?
Hold on. If you listen to what you said, you actually agreed with me towards the end of your conversation. You used the woman as an example of giving birth. Nobody said women don't give birth and we have navels. But then you went to the same way that the woman gives birth is the same way that the earth gave birth. So if the earth gave birth, then to the human species, then that would mean that we came from the earth, like I said, and we just and we're not going to know, exactly. Hold on, wait. What you're trying to tell us is that, first of all, let's get this straight. We believe in evolution, but not how our European counterparts put evolution, in the sense that from a species changing to another species. We don't agree with that. But we know there are stages to learning, there's stages to understanding, etc., etc. Now, how arrogant would we be, right, to place at this point in time how it was in the beginning? So we all have neighbors now. That doesn't mean that at the beginning there had to be a neighbor, because you can't prove that there was a neighbor in the beginning. How can you prove there was a neighbor in the beginning?
Okay, so that they wasn't fully grown humans then, Bashir. Then what human being on this planet does not have a neighbor to get sustenance from the woman? Explain that, Bashir. That's why it's crazy. I'm telling you. Explain to me then, brother. No neighbor, no what, bruh? The Quran doesn't explain that.
Yo, hold on.
Yeah, I want him
Hold
to
on.
explain.
You tell him.
Yeah, that's what I said. Please explain.
Okay.
Hold up. Please explain your evolutionary progress from the beginning of the planet. That's what I want to know. Go from there to how we got developed.
Well, let's get this straight. First of all, the creation stories around the earth. I mean, around all nations around the earth have their own creation stories, but they have it from a rudimentary standpoint, meaning they don't have all the information. It's man's attempt to explain where human life comes from, right? So the religions amongst us, right, are wrong when they say humans are made fully, because no creation story says that. The Bible does not support that. The Bible clearly tells you that the earth is here first. The Quran says the same thing. So this is an early attempt. So let's get this straight. So modern science agrees, right, that humans don't come here fully formed, right? That the earth wasn't always here, right? That everything was formless and boundless. That's a rudimentary attempt. So modern science simply categorizes things. First of all, it says humans. If you use the term human, which you can't use because you do not believe in evolution, right? Humans, right, is a category, and it's called Homo sapiens sapiens, okay? Now, the mistake everybody make is that we apes. No, that's not the truth. Okay, the point is they categorize us as a branch of the great apes. So humans are characterized as great apes, right? With erect posture and bipedal locomotion, meaning they stand upright. Okay, these are all scientific categories. So let's get that straight. Just like we are what? We're mammals. Do you not agree you're a mammal, Bashir? Are you a mammal, yes or no?
I can say I'm a mammal, brother.
Okay, but you shouldn't say that then, because evolution, transform. So things on Earth are transformed based off of its natural environment, and they call this natural selection, right? So one point, if you're in a cold area where there's not a lot of sunlight, this is cold, right? Your skin is going to be thicker, your skin is going to be pale, right? Based off of the fact you need to survive in that environment. Just like the polar bears are white, but the polar bear is not going to be in sub-Saharan Africa because natural selection does not allow that. I can't hear you, Bashir.
Okay. Yeah. Let's put the camera on this. I would have put it on the
All right. He's gonna attempt to body
Yeah.
you right now.
He already bodied. He just don't know it.
No,
Now, hold on. Wait. Now you. Okay. Go ahead.
My point is that everything around us, right, tells us, right, that through natural selection, things evolve based off its environment. Mother Nature makes you to survive in your environment. And a quick example that I must give, I'll give the example of moths. So you have 3 moths on a brown tree. 1 moth is white and 2 moths are brown. The predator comes through and eats the white moth because the brown moths are camouflaged on the brown tree. Now, these genes, right, that make the brown moth brown will get selected over the genes that make the white moth white, because more babies are give birth through the brown moth. The white moth don't have a chance to give babies, right? It does not give it an advantage. The color does not give it an advantage, so those genes are not selected. The brown genes that make the brown moth brown are selected because of reproduction, and it allows for more brown moths to come based off of the fact that the brown moths are camouflaged on the tree. This is called natural selection, brother, right? This is not the Quran. This is not the Bible. This is natural selection through evolution based off of things evolve and change over time. Very, very easy. So your Quran story does not account for all that because they do not have the science. They do not have it. Go ahead, brother.
All right, let him talk.
All right, first of all, this guy is a crazy dude, the real black atheist. We gotta deal. Well, no. We ain't even gonna. Yeah, you come on, man. Come on, man. Look. Our brother is saying natural selection and all of this good stuff. I didn't say I disagree with that. I don't disagree with things adapting, adaptations, mutations. What I said was, just like here, they want us to believe that this is how we came about. Maybe that's how this cracker came about.
You looking on the screen,
but we didn't come about like this. You understand? This is their theory on how we developed and came there, but you see who is there, that Caucasoid. That's who right there. Now watch this. Let's go here. He talking about Egypt, right? He gonna say, rise the sun and came out the primordial waters. You don't even know what the hell that means. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm saying, but you want to make it something different because we don't know. But look, let's just take a look at Khnum real quick. Let's just take a look at the Khnum real quick. Now here he is creating life and creating children on a powder's wheel. And what is on the powder's wheel? Clay, nigga. Oh, excuse me, brother. I'm sorry. I'm just getting hyped. And I'm sorry because it pisses me off. It pisses me off because we playing games. All right, well, that's my point. Wait. Let me talk. Let me talk. Because earlier we was talking about being fashioned into shape, wasn't we? We was talking about the Quran and how we was made out of clay. Molded in perfection. I said it earlier. Molded in perfection. And then the spirit of the Most High was blown in, which gave it life. Here the Egyptians are replicating the very same damn story, and you say you don't agree with me, but you try to use Egypt to prove what you want to prove? Hold up, be quiet. Egypt proves and verifies the Quran is correct with the way that it was created, man was created. Drop mic. Talk, brother.
You don't go,
First of all, the story of Khnum is where you can tell that the Muslims copied that from. And I never said the Egyptians had all the answers. You just said that. Okay, what I said was modern science fills in the gaps from early man trying to explain where they came from. I said to Bashir, you ain't checkmating me. And just because Khnum fashions man on the powder wheel, that ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. That's their attempt of understanding where human life came from. Now, if you think a nigga sat on the throne and formed a man out of some damn clay, I don't care what Khnum said. That has absolutely nothing.
That's called checkmate.
Conversation, brother.
That's called checkmate.
Egyptian shit. You can't get with the Egyptian shit. That ain't called no damn checkmate. That's called you can't use mythology.
That's called you ain't going. How we can't use mythology, but the Egyptians use mythology? Come on, let's stand on something. Yo, without perfect knowledge, you've done.
One at a time.
But shit, do you know what mythology is, brother? Egyptians cloak their sciences in mythology. So if you're sitting there thinking that Khnum, the person, sits on a damn throne or sits on a chair, powder wheel, and actually form human, you're crazy. Now, don't make me get niggas to translate shit for you. Don't make me do it, bruh. And I'm telling you, you way in over your head. So why don't you gather your masses up, get your little Qurans together, and let's have that real conversation. So Solomon can make that shit happen.
You know what? It's so crazy that you can take, I'm talking to a guy that can take a penis, right? The image of a penis and turn it into something sublime and divine and right on top, right? So I'm sure that you're going to do your little snake thing because you're European philosophy, brother. And European philosophy is of the damn devil. You need to watch this lecture. You need to watch this lecture because I schooled you. You already been cut. You already been stumped. You already been pumped. You can't stop it. Lions of Allah, we in the building. We taking over, brother. The real black atheism, that cracker stuff, that's dead, huh? Because that's European philosophy. Our people never attach atheism to themselves. Drops mic one more time.
Hey, Bashir. So I have European philosophy, and you have Arab philosophy. So why are you talking shit? Prove to me, hold on.
Because at least the Arabs were black people.
Brother, prove to me right now that atheism, right, is a European philosophy and not just a word that comes from the Greeks. Let's get that established, brother. Let's get that totally established, right? So God is also a European word, and you still being used about 100 times. God ain't in your Quran, brother, but why you use it? What's your point? You're playing games.
I never know. Brother, it's a different, hold on. No, this terminology is English terminology. We know that. So, but hold on, wait. Listen.
Let's stick to the subject matter.
This what I'm saying. This what I'm saying, brother. I already told you where human beings come from, but listen.
So let me ask you, hold on for shit. Let's get this established. Are you trying to tell a listening audience, right, that first, people come from monkeys, second, evolution is European? Is that what you're telling the people right now? Yes or no?
No, what I'm telling you is species turning into another species, that is European philosophy. That's European philosophy.
Species turn into anything. They're not saying species turn into other species. Show me that. What are you talking about? Obviously, you do not understand evolution. And the question I asked...
Sonetta, put the thing on here. That's all I'm going to do. I ain't even talking. I'm not even talking. We know that this is our European...
right now, brother.
No, you ain't let me answer. I was supposed to answer. You talking too much. When you go to a museum, are you watching the screen? When you go to a museum of anthropology or whatever case, you look at it, they will show you these charts. In fact, they will show you a more in-depth chart of how man developed, brother. Now, is this not European philosophy right here, brother? Or is this African?
Brother, this is based off of the natural world and our space.
Is this African or not? This is African.
Wait a minute, are you serious, dude? Come on, man. Stop that, yo.
Is this idea African? Is this idea African? Is this idea African? That's what I want to know. Look, is this idea of creation African? This is African. That is African. This is cracker. This is African. We came from the clay. We was molded into shape. We were molded into shape, into clay, into perfection. This is what the white man say you came through. That's why he claimed that you was from the jungle. That's why he tried to claim that you was from the jungle. Hey, Brother On, let me ask you this question. Let's give you the damn litmus test. Let's give you the litmus test to see if I go over you or my teacher. Is the white man the great damn devil? That's the question. Is the white man the great damn devil?
Hey, Sonetta, you see what he did, though, right? I asked him two questions. I said, are you trying to say that the information states that human beings come from monkeys, right? You didn't answer that. And then I asked you another question, Bashir.
You answer the question. Is the white man the great damn devil? Answer that question for the people. Yes or no?
Man, get out of here with that, man. You know goddamn well the white man ain't the motherfucking devil because the devil ain't motherfucking real. It ain't real like your Allah ain't real, nigga. Let's get that straight. White man is more vicious than the mythological character, nigga, because the character, the real white man, gave birth to all that mythology, trying to explain his fucking behavior. So the white man is the fucking white man, and that's enough for niggas to know. He's the most vicious predator on the planet Earth. Racism, white supremacy, nigga. He's a robber, a stealer, and a fucking murderer. But under no circumstance is he a fucking myth. Let's get that straight. Now back to the question, Bashir. Where does human beings come from, brother?
All right. Wait, all right. I told you I wasn't even answering that question because I did answer you. Go back. Hold up. Wait. Look. Hold up. Wait. When I asked him, wait, I'm about to mute you. I'm about to hang up on you. Now listen. What I'm telling you is, because you're not going to listen to me, brother. I was quiet when you spoke. You're going to say, yo, hold up. You're going to sit here and tell us.
Hold up, I said, prove that people come from clay.
Hold up. Wait. I will. But listen, you just said, when I asked you, was the white man the great devil, you said no, right? He's not no mythological character. If you was watching my lecture, you would see that I showed you that in the scriptures and the Quran, the Dajjal, Gog, and Magog is prophesied as being the damn devil. Then I went and showed you. Hold up. I'm referring you to the creation story in the Quran, and I'm conferring you to Qanun, brother. That's my answer to you. That's my answer to you. I'm saying Qanun expressed to you how man was created. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm asking you, prove to us how man come from a clump of fucking clay.
Okay. Very simple and easy. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. You will return to the earth, whether you believe it or not.
Hey, Sonetta, you see what I'm saying? Getting at, right? Sonetta, do you see what I'm getting at, right, brother?
I got you.
Hey, Sonetta, do me a favor when you get a chance, right? Go to the development of the baby in the womb, right? If he got any heart, he'll pull that up. If you go to the development of a baby in the womb, you will see that the human being goes through different stages of fucking development, man. It goes from a fish. You cut me off, dude. Hold on, we're not cutting each other off right now, man. I am simply showing you, right, that the human species clearly shows you that it can transform itself from a thing that can swim in water environment, right, and end up breathing air. It's different stages of development for sure. I am telling you, that is the same. That is called evolution, man. Transforming. Okay? I don't know what you're talking about, bruh. Just to say man comes from clay, dude, that's not an answer that we're accepting in 2014, 2015. I'm letting you know that right now, brother. All right? Calm down. So if you can't just say, the Quran really doesn't tell us how man comes. Just say that, Bashir, and let's move on the conversation. But don't jump into the white man as the devil, because that's something you want to use. See, as long as I feed into that white man as the devil, then I got to feed into that God shit, right? I'm still in the European paradigm. I'm still in the Muslim paradigm, and I'm still in the Christian paradigm. I'm not in a paradigm, brother. I'm outside of that. I can look at the white man and tell what he has done to this earth, right, and give my own explanation of who the fuck he is. Okay? I'm not giving credence to your Quran or your Bible, brother. Trust me with that.
What? You know what's so crazy, real black atheist? The white man does. He understands who he is and the power of this book. This is why he was giving respite to the day that they are raised. But you know why you ain't gonna raise? Because we thinking like this guy right here, right? We thinking like him. Our people already think like him. We don't know a damn thing. We really don't. We walk around the streets, all ignorant, miseducated. It's been systematically done to us. But then, you know, he's the real black atheist, the God killer, when all of our people have God. Well, hold up. But I tell you what, if you're the God killer, that means you're the killer of black people. Because the original man and woman, man, bashed and smashed.
All right, my brother, Imam Bashir.
Yes, sir.
Have a seat, brother. Relax. Don't let Unc get you all uptight, man.
Can't get me uptight. He's
All right.
Hey, Sonetta.
Relax. Yes.
He's a bad student, but he's a
Sonetta, have black people existed in an environment before the term God? Yes or no?
Yes.
So then what the fuck is that?
Hold up. Ask me that question again.
Have black people existed in an environment before the Germanic term God? Yes or no?
Not only did they existed in the world before the term God, but they existed before the word Jesus, Moses, Allah, Abraham, Bible, Quran, prophets. Yes, I agree with you.
Not true.
Thank you.
He said not true. E-Man said not true.
So what is what is wrong, man? Listen, see, this is the point amongst the religions, right? The Quran is a 570. They claim 570 for Islam, bro. AD.
No. We claim that
African.
for the Quran, not Islam.
No. Listen. But see, so how can you have Islam before the Quran, brother?
You listen.
How can you have Islam before the Quran? How can you have Islam before the Quran?
Okay.
So you just saying you say the Quran actually organizes the thoughts of Islam.
Yes.
Am I correct in that, brother?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do for you. Okay, let's just say that. So then, when was Islam brought to the planet Earth, brother?
From the beginning.
He said from the beginning.
See that? See, there you go. Long as everybody heard that.
Let me ask you this.
No. So, whoa. So,
it's always like this. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, you said from the beginning. You make these types of statements, right? From the beginning. So you trying to tell me in Africa at 200,000 when Homo sapiens arrived on the planet, right? You're trying to tell me that they was Muslims?
What I'm telling you is that every human being on the planet that lives a certain particular way and understands a particular thing, they can be classified as being under Islam. Now the question is, do you know what Islam means? That's the question.
It don't matter what it means. So what language does the word Islam? What language does the word Islam?
Let's find out.
What word? What word does what language does the word Islam come out of?
Wait a minute. I'm asking you a question. I'm not going to answer your question without answering mine. I'm asking you, what does Islam mean? That's what I asked you.
Niggas changed up. I don't know. What does your teacher say?
Well, what do you think it mean before niggas changed up?
Islam is like peace.
No. I want to know if he going to tell us.
Islam means peace, according...
Hold up, wait, no. Because if he can't tell us what Islam is, how the hell he going to tell us it didn't exist? If you can't...
Hey, brother, listen. Hey, check this out, man.
Yo,
this is my point I'm making there, bro. Hey, dude, this is the point I'm making. Hey, bro, this is the point I'm making to you, man.
Go ahead.
People will say Islam means peace, okay? And then you got everybody adding all kind of extraordinary shit to it. So since you're the one defining it, and you're the fucking Muslim, what does it mean to you, Bashir? And then show me what language it comes out of, and let's see if that language was there 200,000 BCE.
Yo, we so superficial.
Now, see?
Okay, I'll answer. Wait, be quiet for a minute.
So
give us the language they was talking 200,000 BC. Give us the language. Give me the name.
Brother Bashir.
And when you give me the name, I'll show you a damn liar. Give me the name and I'll show you a damn liar. Go ahead.
One of the oldest languages on the planet. You find amongst the Khoisan, which is clicks. That is the oldest communication so far, right, with modern human beings amongst the Khoisan. Okay? And I can actually give you a language chart detail. I'm going to pull that up right now, brother. But we know it wasn't Arabic. Hold on. We know it wasn't Arabic, the language that the Quran was revealed in. Do you not agree to that?
Yo, we are crazy, yo. I'm not agreeing nothing with no damn real black atheists.
Oh, see that? Hey, he's doing the Islamic shuffle. You've been shuffling.
You doing the Catholic shuffle.
You doing it? No, I'm not. You're doing Islamic shuffle, brother. I'm saying, was Islam revealed in the Arabic language, Bashir? Yes or no?
No. Islam was not.
Okay, so then what language? Okay, what language was it revealed in then, Bashir?
Whatever language the people understood.
Okay,
Islam transcends, man.
All right. That's enough of that, man. All right.